What's good? Damn, that's loud. Yo! We're about to remake some shit. Yeah. What you know about that? What you know about that? I'm still lagging, stream. About to remake some stuff. Stop. Yep, so get ready today. Hopefully the stream does not lag too much. We'll see how this works. But we're trying to remake some stuff today, and I'm going to jump right into it. Where's my applause? How come my applause is missing? Let's add that back. Applause. Applause 1. Is this the one we want? Our bomb is not there.
Bitch! Why they gotta say it like short?
My too short is there. Bomb explosion. A, B, C, D explosion. There we go. Gun cock. Nope. Gunshot. Nope. Air horn. Nope. Lightning strike. Nope. Yo, I'm not about to sit and relink all this right now. But I put everything in here. A, B, C, D, E, F, G, H, I, J, K, L. Lightning is not in here. Okay. We'll have to do this another day. But anyways, man, hope you guys are doing well. If this thing stops playing, it's going through tape. That's crazy. Yeah, so I'm getting ready to try to attempt to remake this beat today. Friend of mine sent me this beat and was like, yo, can you remake it? And this is one of those beats to where like the producer has it protected. I don't know how they do this, but like sometimes when you get free beat downloads and if you try to drag and drop them into a DAW, they won't drop. So I'm about to show you real quick. So if I go to all songs, and this is a remake for Q-Dig. Shout out to Diggums.
Pussy.
Shout out to Diggums. Like, okay, Q-Dig's beats, yeah. So he got this beat download and didn't have no title, just said MP3 beat. But when you try to drag and drop it into the DAW, nothing pops up. So I've seen this before. I don't know how. I hope it doesn't crash the DAW. Please don't crash. FL's been crashing on me lately. Come on. But when you try to drag and drop the audio onto the DAW, it just shows up as a blank file. I don't even know why I attempted to do it. I should have just not even tried to show you guys. I don't know how they do this because when I make beats, like from BeatStars, that's where he got this. On BeatStars, when I make my beats available for free download, you can literally download the beat. Like it makes it available for you to download. And you can use it, write to it, make a song to it. You just can't monetize it. So normally that's how it is. So I don't know how this producer did it this way. Not sure. But here it goes. Decoding MP3 audio. And then usually what it says is just that there's nothing there. Because I did this last night and nothing popped up. So I had to record it. Had to record a beat. What's going on, everybody? Hopefully the stream's good. Hopefully it is not lagging. I tweaked some settings today, so I changed some settings. I turned off look ahead, and then I turned off video or whatever quantization. Yeah, see, there it goes. So it added it, but look, this is it right here. There's nothing there. It's empty, it's blank. So you couldn't literally just say you got that beat online, you're like, yeah, I'm gonna make a song to it. You can't. You gotta buy a lease. I don't know how they do that. Maybe we could ask AI. Hold on, let's ask my. I don't use ChatGPT, but they did just not that long ago. They integrated ChatGPT into my Android, and I have an older Samsung, but it is now integrated into it. All right, so let me ask. Let's ask this AI. All right, so I'm working on a project and I downloaded an MP3 audio from BeatStars and I'm able to play the audio, but when I try to drag and drop it into the DAW, it just shows up as blank. How are producers making it to where that audio is protected to where you can't use it unless you purchase a license?
Oh man, that blank drag and drop thing sounds like the file's got some sneaky watermark baked in, like a quiet voice tag or tone that marries with your DAW's import, probably to stop free users from sampling it easy. Producers on BeatStars do that all the time. They embed audio watermarks during upload, maybe even custom ones saying demo only or whatever. So it previews fine in a player, but glitches out when you try to chop it up. It's not full-on DRM like videos, just enough hassle to nudge you toward buying the clean license. If it's really balked, try converting to WAV with Audacity first. But yeah, that's the protection play. Keeps the casual thieves at bay without killing sales. You got a screenshot or the file name?
Okay, thank you.
No problem. Happy production.
Yeah, so that's my AI assistant on Grok under assistant category. So that's why I like using Grok, because in Grok itself, you have. I gotta mute my mic. You got assistant, you have therapist, storyteller, storytime, trivia game, meditation, Grok Doc, unhinged, sexy, motivation, conspiracy, romance. You have all these different categories you can go in and chat with it based on that category. I normally just use assistant, or I use the type to text and it gives me a breakdown. Like I could even load this audio file into it and tell it to give me, maybe we'll try to do that. Tell it to give me the audio melody breakdown. Let's try that actually. And I could probably do it on the computer. Hold on. Let me try this. Let's try this first. So I can't remember if there's a Grok Microsoft app. Okay, install Grok. When it's installed as a Google. Here we go. So I need to sign in. Sign in. It has my saved artwork. Sign in with my Google. Continue to XAI. All right, so we're gonna. All right, here we go. So this is Grok, and I just went to the web browser and just said install an app. We're gonna try to pin it, taskbar. Okay, cool. That's how I had installed before. So I'm about to. Let's go to chat. Let's go to. I want to drop a file in here. Upload a file. So I did this with I remade the melody for a Prince song, and it gave me the whole song breakdown. And what was the last song I did? What was it? I remade something. I just can't remember what the freak it was. Okay. Stop that. Take down. Yeah, I can't remember the last song I did. It'd be in my histories, but I use it to give me, what was that? Oh, the Halloween theme song for the Michael Myers. Yeah. it gave me the whole melody breakdown. Then I was able to use those notes to actually help replay it. Because like I was listening to it, so you're having to guess and then just do pitch match. Like match each key, each tone, or each chord. That one's not really chords, it's just simple. Couple notes. Okay, so we're in album songs. We gotta go to Diggs profile. Q's beats. Yeah, this right here, MP3 audio, open. And so we're gonna tell it, because normally I would just play it, I'll play the audio on a loop on the section or whatever, the melody, and then I'll just replay it. Like I'll just keep guessing until I get it right. So for this one we're doing, it's some strings. Strings, it has like a clavicle with reverb. Say, give me the melody and or chord breakdown of this. Audio files are only supported for image self-uploads. Okay, so that's not gonna work. That's trash. All right, drop that down. Okay. I bet you I could do it on the phone though, because I did it on my phone before. Oh, that's what it did on the phone. It asked for the link, and then you give it a link, and then it tells you. Anyways. All right, so I got some strings pulled up. What? I have my chat pulled up. It's not fucking showing me my chat unless I'm on the wrong one. I have all my fucking chats pulled up. It's supposed to... Dude, I pay for a service. So look at this. I pay for a service with chat. It's supposed to give me all my chats in here. This is the stream we're on. And that's been my problem with this service. I just stopped my payment with this service because a lot of times it will not show Facebook chats. It's weird. Sometimes it does. Sometimes it don't. I don't know, bro. I ain't got to engage with nobody. Y'all motherfuckers can just watch and just talk to the fucking air. That's been my problem with this. But I hate this shit, man. Times it will not show. Because it doesn't show me. Yeah, see, there's all the Facebook chats. All right. Now I see. Yeah, it's supposed to pull my chats up right in here. So it shows me down here. I'm connected to 3. Facebook, YouTube, and I have Instagram. So I have my Instagram chat pulled up separate because I'm not using this streaming service to run Instagram through. So it's supposed to show me all my Facebook chats, all my YouTube chats, and all my Discord. But as you can see, it's not showing nothing. And then there's 2 streams in here, and it's not showing for both. So I need to email their customer support because this has happened in the past to where they're not showing me nothing. And I'm literally having to go on my fucking phone to see Facebook messages. Like I literally set up, if you look in the upper corner of my screen, that's the chat up there. But the streaming service that I pay $20 a month for it to broadcast my stream everywhere. Before, it used to, I used it because I can broadcast up to 5 different platforms at the same time. So $20 a month, not bad, or whatever it was, 20, 25. Now, a couple months ago, they changed the terms to where for $20 now, you can only broadcast to 3. I can do 3 through OBS for free. I can set up 3 different streams and broadcast them one by one. Right now, I'm doing 4. 3 through, what is this, Restream, and then 1 just through OBS, like manually. So I can do that manually through OBS. The reason I don't, because it puts a lot of strain on my computer, and then when I'm trying to do audio, it makes it a lot harder. So like this streaming shit, bro, like it's a different beast. It never goes as planned. Sometimes it does, but and then I'm trying to do audio, so this is pulling a lot of heavy resources. All right, so we're just gonna go. We got this opened up. SERA. So this is gonna be. So the way I just do it is like this. I open Serato. Dude, I have so many dope tools. So we're gonna go that drum machine, but for sampler. So we have the sample pulled up in Serato, and the only way I was able to do it, literally had to record the sample or record the beat. So I don't know how I'm gonna do the voice yet. There's a few different ways I can go about to do the voice. And so it's at E minor 100 BPM. Let's just do this. Beat remake. This is in E minor 100 BPM. So let's try this. So I already pulled up the Mellotron to do strings, but I have actual strings. Okay, so you got 2 chop points. And then it's sample we could pull out. About the drums. I want to try to narrow down. I think I'll do that. Sometimes it's a minute to register. Come on. Come on. See if that helps. That might help. I just ended the Instagram live stream. That might help. Let's see. I'll try this section right here. Like I said, we're not sampling nobody's beat. I'm not jacking nobody's shit. I'm kind of jacking it. I'm remaking it, but I'm going to remake my own version of it. So we're going to recreate this vibe. And if anyone wants to go through the hard work to recreate one of my beats, like, power to you. So we're probably going to have to go 4-bar loop. This is why you Serato sample. Because you just drop it in there, it automatically puts it on tempo to whatever BPM you're at, and then it tells you the BPM and the key. This little sync button right here. So anything I run through it, it puts it on beat as long as I find the perfect loop spot. All right. I got my Charlie Kirk mic. Not really. This is the new DJI Minis. You'll start seeing people with these now. These are the new ones just came out this year. I bought them because they're small, and then I put black tape on the little lights so it doesn't pick up on camera. Because I hate that when you have lights on a mic or anything on camera. All right, man. Figure out. We might be able to use the Mellotron for this. I already got the Mellotron pulled up. So let's see. And I got to mute the speakers, which I hate doing because I'd rather hear the music through the speakers than the headphones. But if I play it through the speakers, the mic picks it up. And then you guys get double feedback. So I have a couple tools I can use for this. Let's go here. Choose hotkeys. F9. Let's make this a little bit louder. UAD LA2A tube compressor, which is my go-to for everything. To make it louder or compress. It's not all my vocals. Yes, he's got that clavicle. Ting! It's like a bell. I never knew all this time that Pro L2 had a lux meter. I forgot how I figured it out one day. This was recently. I clicked on something and this opened. Because I was putting a second device just to read the lufs. But this has a luf meter built right in. I didn't even know that. Okay, so we're going to load in... what am I looking for? I'm looking for scalar. So we're going to look for scalar audio. SC scalar audio. So scalar audio, I have scalar, which does chords or chord progressions. And then it comes with scalar audio to where the function of this is you put this on a mixer channel, and in the audio running through it, you can record the audio, and it's supposed to give you the chord breakdown or the note breakdown. It doesn't do a great job all the time. Like a lot of times it gives me a bunch of chord breakdown, like more than what I'm asking for. But let's just try to run this and see what it does. So we're gonna go record, play. So that's 4 keys or 4 notes. Stop. That felt, just give me regular piano. But this thing's pretty dope because I can recreate some really, really dope chord structures with this. That's a D major. Sounds like a diminished. So that's 2 of them. So that's 3. Dun. That's why I said, like, this thing never gives me super accurate to what I'm going for, but it helps kind of lock in kind of what I'm trying to do. Like, gives me an idea where I'm working with. So I'm about to just record this real quick. We're going to record just the audio. That way we don't have to keep playing the sample out. So sample that 4-bar loop. And I think I might be able to do this with the Mellotron. I have Mellotron, which Mellotron, I love the Mellotron's one of my favorite. So this is sample E minor, 100 BPM. Oh, we still got that going through the tape. Take that off. I didn't load UVI on here. But I bought an expensive orchestral, strings, brass, UVI workstation. VST, I don't know, like 2 years ago now. This is my go-to for strings. This is literally like orchestral remaker. I mean, it's part of UVI's ecosystem, and now you're starting to see a lot of producers that's made a lot of hit records showing that they've used UVI workstations. Like UVI is literally like Native Instruments, how Native Instruments has just tons of different VSTs, instruments, and effects. That's how UVI is. So as of now, I own Augmented Orchestra, Digital Sensations, Volume 1, Nocturia by Venus Theory, Model D piano, and then just your UVI starter kit, which is like a bunch of like presets. But in my orchestral, hold on, go into here, go to files. This is the vision I like. So we have orchestra, natural, action, small. So like stuff to like make movies and stuff, like classic stuff you hear in movies. Lo-fi, ambient, heavy, augmented layers, future. So we're gonna go to orchestra, strings. Let's try strings, harmonic. Because some of these are pizzicato, staccatos, which is like short stabs. So we want sustained or long sustained strings. And then you could customize it too. But it layers it, so it gives you like 2 string instruments. If I show you right back here. I'll take off some of this reverb. I'll just go down the line. I wish these loaded quicker though. They're on my SSD drive. I have it set up to be as fast as possible, but this one's still just low. It's kind of like Omnisphere or the old Omnisphere. It takes a minute to load. I love using it because the sound, but I hate using it because like this is gonna take some time to recreate this. Once I get the main melody down, it's not gonna be too much from there. It shouldn't be that hard. I'll send this to its own mixer track. That Mellotron might work. I have a few string instruments in here. I have Crow Hills. See, this is like pizzicato, like doo 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 doo. Staccato's kind of similar. So I'm gonna need like maybe like the tremolo or long sustain. What's up, Za? Zaza and his boy. String sustain. This one might work. And then we're going to have to filter it to kind of match that tone that's in the sample. But this is the best sounding strings, hands down, that I have. Because it's literally real strings sampled. This won't work. Okay, let's go to effects, take off this fucking reverb. First note's E. You know what? There is another thing I can do. Hold on. Let's try this. Another tool I can try. It's an FL tool. Check, 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 check. Mic check, mic check. Levels are good. But I got your guys' chat pulled up so I can see you. Anyway, it's on Facebook. I can see you here. Should be able to see YouTube right here. Who knows? So in FL, so I just send that sample to mixer track 9, and I can go to slot, and I can go to Edison. So A, B, C, D, Edison. And then in Edison, we can record. I mean, I got to record it. I could just drop this sample in here, honestly. Hold on. Let's do this. Drop the sample in here. So now the sample's in Edison, and I can go right-click. This is like one of the oldest tricks in FL. Regions, and then detect pitch regions. And sometimes this is off. So now it's kind of giving us the note breakdown. So it's telling you the first note is E, which I've already guessed at. By just playing around, I can tell my first note is E. Why is that loop on? We don't want loop. Take that off. So the first note is E. It's saying E, D, G, B, E, D, G, B. So we're going to try to play that out. E, G, D, B. That's going to be it. not gonna be D. Is it that simple? I gotta pick a different string. Almost got it though. So we got E, G, A, B. Sustain unison. I should do it the other way. There's a faster way to search through these. Come on. Come on. Do it the other way. Don't fucking crash. Don't even think about it, bro. Might be that. It's always the most obvious key. It's like usually like one of the black notes I'm not even thinking about. This is saying E, D, E, D F sharp, which it's not. It's E. Oh, fuck. It's E, G, A, B. That's it. I got it. It was the most obvious. It was a fucking nether E, but only a full octave up. So it starts on E and ends on E, but you don't end on the E you started on. It's a full octave up, one full E, or 12 semitones up. So it's the next E up in the scale. Oh, hit the wrong key. Hold up. Got it. No. Yeah, cook. That's what these are, Q. These are violins. So these are all variations of violins. So your sustain. So if I was to go over here, right? So this is the cool thing about this. You can layer violins, literally an orchestra. So literally this mimics an orchestra. I can layer 4 violins and then I can go in the back end. Where is it? I'm even gonna try to do it now. But you can go and layer 4 on top of 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 4. It's called multi instruments, to where I can set up 4 violins, or I can set up 2 violins, 2 brass. Like, this thing is fucking dope, bro. When I first seen this, the only one better I've seen than this is Tico showed me it. Shout out to Tico's bitch ass. The only better one is one that Tico showed me is through Steinberg. I have some of Steinberg stuff, but not strings. I have the voices. I could do the voices with the Steinberg. Yeah. Do the voices with Steinberg because I've bought the voices plugin. But yeah, Tico showed me one where it has many different expressions. And here it kind of has expressions, but not in the way the VST he showed me. The one he showed me too is in, $200 to $400 VST or whatever it is. This one was $300. Like, they're not cheap. The good ones are not cheap. Let's go to generators VST 3. What is my Steinberg one? It is it under S? I can't remember the name of it. Hold on. It's right. That's not it. Steinberg. I forgot what they call it. It's not called Steinberg. Hold on. Let me try it. STI Steinberg. See what pops up. Nothing. What is this called? I gotta go through one by one. Oh, Halion Sonic. It's Steinberg voices, but the name of the fucking plugin's Halion. That's why I can't never fucking find shit, man. It's their engine, but no license found. Bitch, I have a license. Please switch to Steinberg Activation Manager for more info. Sign in. Stop playing with me, man. I own this shit. Stop fucking with me. Shit's a pain in the ass, dude. I have everything set up to where if there's no internet, I'm still good to go. But like I said, I reset my whole computer, so I'm having to re-sign in and re-register everything else. You have successfully activated. Thank you. Appreciate it. Thanks. But yeah, this is what it's called, not guitar. Go back. Olympic choir. This thing's dope. This is what made me buy it, is this right here. And so there's a bunch of different voices. That's just choir pad. But the good thing is, now that we have the main notes marked down, so what we played in this, we would just replay that or a variation of that in the voice choir, and that's the whole song right there. That's all the sauce. Like when you're making a song or making a beat, like you come up with the melody first, the main melody. Of course, you have counter melodies or melody change up, melody switches. But your main melody is like what's driving your song, like what key it's in. So if it's like a E major, E minor chord, the key of the song is E minor, E major, unless you pitch it up or pitch it down or change the key. But you're working in, that E major chord structure. If that's the dominant note or dominant tone, it's going to register as E. So when you go do your bass main note's going to start in E or whatever the case is. At least from what I understand from music theory, from what I know. I don't know everything, but from what I know. So in this, our main structure is going to be basically E major. So if we sample that out, so those are like different notes. We're not playing no chords, but it's starting in E should come up as E major. I'm actually curious. Let me see. And I've played this melody before, or a variation of it. We're just messing with the velocity. Because I want the velocity to be a certain way. Normally I leave it how I played it out. But that's it right there. So we're going to record that real quick, and I'm going to throw that in Serato sample. Because it should, if I'm not mistaken, it should come up as E major. So it should just be E. If it has E and a little m, that's E minor. If it's just E, that's E major, if I'm not mistaken. Okay, so this is strings 1. And we just go UVI. So I know it's UVI. It's UVI strings. Right click, rename, right click, copy. And it's crazy because I gotta like sample shit out over and over and over. Paste. And then even if I could like reverse it. Oh, that's not it. But with this simple melody, I could trick this out. Like there's 10 different ways I could trick this out. So I'll figure out what direction to go. But the goal is to keep it really, really close to the original vibe. But I'm gonna change it up with my sauce and make it my own. Yeah, see how it just says E? So in the key of E. If we wanted to change it, it's in the key of D, A sharp. So we can even change the key. But for this situation, we're going to leave it in E for now. Okay, so that's where we're going. And then we're going to try some different string variations or some different string instruments. We're going to go through some of these presets and try to find one that's a little similar to that. So this is like, it's like a staccato. It's like a pluck. But I can go through quicker with here. If I go in here. Let's go to high strings. These might work better. I can even turn on like the harmonize. Let's put it in the key of E. Let's go up an octave because we're kind of low. Let's go up. High string, sustain, FFM. This one sounds good. Then we can go on the back end and change the response. I can make it to where when I hit the key, the string comes in quicker, or I can make it more of a gradual. And we kind of want a little gradual, but not too much. Oh, this fucking reverb off. I go crazy with strings. So that sustain sounds good. So that sustains OCTM. Let's save that one. OCTM, OCTST. All right. Tremolo. Tremolos are always dope. Like I could add this tremolo to this, see what these sound like together. All right, let's try the Mellotron now. We go copy, paste, find a couple different string variations. Granted, I could do this later, but I'm just gonna nail down, try to get it as close as possible to that string. And I'm most likely gonna have to roll off some of the high end maybe. That's what it sounds like. This Mellotron might work better. Gotta go through the presets. Trying to think of what string that is. It's like almost like a cello. Mellotron sounds good. So we're gonna sample this Mellotron. Those two together. Yeah, that's the Mellotron with the main sample, which we can't reuse the main sample because then we have to acquire a license from the creator. So we're not, but that's what we're going for. So I'm searching through the sounds to find the perfect combo. So the main thing is we're looking for the first main string that is dead on or really, really similar to the original string. So we're going to sample out this Mellotron, and this Mellotron has a bunch of different presets, but we're going to sample this first preset. Like I said, I opened this last night and then kind of like figured, okay, the Mellotron might work well for this. So we're going to sample out this. Here we go. Rename or do this. Right click, copy, paste, rename. Remember I was talking about timing cue? So right now what I'm hearing in my head is I'm listening for the perfect intel timing. So I want that last note, which is a sustain note because it's sustained. I want it to stop and then the reverb tail or the ending tail just to be a certain amount of time before it reloops again. And I can change the sustain of the notes by going into the VST of the instrument and changing like as soon as you let up the key, the sustain or the note stops, dead stops, or you let up the key and then it keeps going for so many milliseconds after. So this is our first sample. So if I play this, let's see what this sounds like with the UVI. So keep that UVI in mind. You cut. Rename, right click, copy. We just got to name everything so we can keep track of all this. Paste. So that's Mellotron string 1. Now we're going to go through some of the Mellotron presets, see if we can find something that sounds better. But even for this string, why did that collapse like that? I can go save preset, 1, 2, 3. So this is going to be strings 1. Save. So now I have that preset saved. So I always know if I want that exact, someone says, yo, give me the strings that you did in that beat for Q. All right, bet. These are the strings right here. Bung. Go, Gucci, Gucci, go, 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 go. Now let's go through some of the Mellotron presets. This thing's got some dope presets. Actually, open this bitch up. Open her up. Open her up. Open her up. There she goes. She's wide open. Wide open for the taking. I want one of these in real life. Like a real Mellotron in real life you get for like, I don't know, like 2 or 4 grand. Let's see. How much for a Mellotron keyboard? It's not Megatron. How much for a Mellotron keyboard? Keep saying Megatron. $1,500 or not even $1,200? Approximately $1,150 for a micro model, and then up to $3,500 for a full size. Dude, I would like to get one of these micros. Also know the micro module is around 500. No, that's not right. Symphonia? Let me look this up. Hold on. Micro Mellotron? I think it's like is that a pedal? Hold on. Let's look this up. Let's look at this together. Hold up. Mellot Mellotron piano. So Mellotron, electric mechanical tape bass. Like these are dope. Mellotron M4000D Micro, the Chicago electronic piano. What is that? Woodruff keyboard synthesizer. No, that's not what we want. Right here. This is like the OGs right here. The M4000D, Mellotron. Here it goes. Mellotron M4000D, 2,800. Then you got the Mellotron M4000D Mini, $1,000. Mellotron Micro, $1,000. The VST, which is what I have, $150. $2,799. But then you got the Mellotron M4000D rack mount. So you can get a rack mount. I can MIDI it to the controller and play it for cheaper, $1,800. Let's look at this Mini. What is this? The Chicago Music Store? No, go to the website. Let's go to Vintage King. Yeah, Vintage King is $1,500. Jesus. Let's go to Reverb. So if I'm not mistaken, this is like it's a controller with the samples like inside the computer chip. So you're kind of just triggering samples, but you have, what's that? Your volume, your tone, your pitch, A/B mix. This is simple. This is similar to the plugin, having a plugin, but this is in just a unit. I don't know if I'd pay $1,000 for this. I don't know. I'd have to try one. But yeah, so you can run your MIDI in, your MIDI out, and your MIDI through. Your sustain pedal. What is that? Oh, master. Yeah, so I can daisy chain this with other MIDI devices. I can link this to my controller, control it with my controller, and then I can run the master in through the Apollo and record it. But let's look at the OG though. The Chicago Electronic Reverb 3000. eBay 2500. Let's go to Reverb. Here's the OG. I don't know if this is a remake though. Digital Meloton resembles the classic. Okay, it's a remake. So it's a newer version, more modern version. 24-bit digital uncompressed audio playback unit with CA100 Mellotron sounds built in. So it has the sounds in it. But this is like the actual keys. So in essence, it's a VST in a computer keyboard base, pretty much. But the sounds these make are just dope. Here, look at the back end. Can't zoom in. The fudge. Oh, it just goes farther away. Oh, you hobnob. Bro. You plug a mic in there? What's that? Oh, I want one of these, bro. Like, if I could buy any keyboards, it'd be a certain Moog synth or ASM synth and a Mellotron. Those, like, if I had those two, I'd be real happy. Anyways, let's go through some of these presets. And I can move this. And then even up here, so you can put the mechanics of the keys in. I usually take that shit out. You got your noise floor. I usually take all that stuff out. Tape saturation. And then you could choose from. So you got C, A, B, and C. That's C. That's B. That's A. And then this is all of them. Then it plays it in reverse. I never know it did that. Ooh, I can make some dope stuff with that. And I could change the sample? Oh, okay. I want this reverb the fuck out of here. I mean, you want some reverb, but I don't want... Sync it to BPM. All right, let's try that. Save this one. It's technically a flute, but we're about to see. Yeah, 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 yeah. I'm still gonna look for. I'm still gonna look for cause that's a violin. It's like a violoncello-ish. I know I have that similar sound. I gotta find it. That's what half this stuff is, man. This is Tron strings 2. Strings 2. That's 2. Wait, is that Mellotron? Let me try these. The strings 1 sound good. All right, let's keep digging. Let me go through a couple more of these presets. I get carried away with this stuff, bro. I'll tweak this all day. Sharp. These are more flutes. Ooh. This one's close. And then I can layer it with a low end string to kind of get that sound. That's bothering me. All right, this is the best sounding one. Let me save this. Save strings 3. Save. And then I can layer it with like a bow, like a lower a lower string, like a different one with like a lower pitch. But I like that. I like that. I like that a lot. So I'm gonna use this as the main, and then we'll try to layer it. Because it's not gonna it's not always gonna be exactly the same. Granted, there are producers that can do it exactly the same. I'm not saying I can't. It's really hard to, because you kind of have to find or figure out exactly what they used, what different tools that they used to manipulate it. Like he could have ran this through a certain filter that gave it that tone. Or it could have been simple as a certain preset out of a VST, or it could have been a real string recorded, like a real violin recorded, and it's the tone of that violin. But like that high end note's a little too like high, a little too pitchy. I'm overthinking it right now. I'm overthinking it. I'm getting too locked into how this sounds. Trying to get the sustain right. Okay, I like that. Save. String 3, number 2. Save. And then it changes the way I play it. So if I go Make unique, rename, string 3, number 2. Now I'm going to play it different. Get rid of that. So kind of similar, like when you put a reverb on something in like an instrument, and then you're playing it with the reverb, you can hear the reverb in real time how it reacts. So I just changed like the sustain and the reaction of the string for when I press it and release it. Like when I press it, it eases in, and when I release it, it eases it out. So that's gonna change the style that I'm playing. Like I'm not gonna go from a quick note to next note right away. I'm gonna ease off and then ease back in. It's gonna give me like the mimic of a person playing with an actual bow and string. That's what I'm going for. I'm trying to mimic that humanized motion. Got it. First try. And then I'm gonna quantize it. Or I could leave it normal, but I have so much latency going on. There's 200 something milliseconds, 2,000 and something milliseconds of latency going on. So it's always gonna put it off beat. Sometimes what I will do is I'll just highlight it and then move it close to grid. So it leaves my humanization. I'm gonna turn down that last one a little bit. To the average person, this is not gonna matter, but to me or to like a producer or musician, all these little nuances add up to paint the full picture. I don't even know what the cat's talking about. Try to go back into this. Stupid. All right. Okay, so we got that. So this is gonna be our main string right here. I was saying Meltron string 3, but it's gonna be string 3 version 2. This is gonna be our main string right here, and then we're gonna layer with that. Yeah, I'm liking how this sounds. And see, when we take off the EQ, there's more top end. It's like a lot brighter. We don't want it that bright. We want to kind of dull it down a little bit. Yeah. This is why a lot of times I don't go live showing the process of producing because it's just so it's like so drawn out. It's like the same. It's like repetition over and over. It's like when you play sports, basketball practice, football practice. You're doing the same drill and the same thing over and over and over with just different variations until you perfect a certain thing. Anyone that plays sports, you know what I'm saying, you know what I'm talking about because you know going to football practice, basketball practice, baseball practice, anything like that. You're doing the same thing over and over 1,000 times, thousands of times, if not dozens or hundreds of times in one practice session. Just put a little bit of compression on it. Sample that out. Render. So to sample exactly that 4-bar loop. Now we got that as a sample. Trying to see if it's adding. No. Looks like it's adding a space. It's gotta be what that is. Sometimes with some plugins it adds a little dead air at the beginning. I'm gonna get rid of that gap because I want it exactly on the timing that I made it. All right, that should be good. Maybe I do want that there. I can't fucking tell. Whatever, I'm gonna just leave it. All right. That's gonna be the main sample. Let's leave that back up. Yeah, there is a lower bow. So we're gonna layer it now. So for the bow, copy this. I gotta put it there. Paste. Clone. CD. That up. Put that out. Now we're going to layer this with a lower string. So there's a lower string, and then there is there's a synth bass in there. That's going to be interesting to figure out which one that plays well. There's a million I could choose from. We're going to go in here. We're going to lower this down. Probably down there. Let's try that. Depends on the instrument. That one might work. So save that. Let's go here. Let's try this one. Low strings. So they specifically break it up in categories. String ensembles, high strings, low strings, brass, high brass, low brass, winds, high winds, low winds, orchestral chords. So we want a low string. So any one of these pretty much will work. This one right here will work. I'm not liking how that sounds now. Hold on. Copy. Now I'm not liking how I did that. Paste. We can layer it. And then even like in the string itself. So this string right here. Come on. I can go right here and just go octave down. I can make it go lower without even have to move the note. That's mean. See how those sound together. That one sounds really good. That just sounds so mean, man. I think I'm gonna use that one. Alright, I like that. Did my stream stop, bro? No, it's good. Alright. So now when I take out that one string layer, the lower. See how mean it is? So much better. But it has that cello growl in it, what we're looking for. We're trying to layer that cello low with the string high. Okay, cool. So we got that. So within this one, it says low strings, but because we have it on separate mixer tracks, so UVI is on 8, Mellotron's on 2. Let's move this actually. I try to keep all the midis together. Serato and Halion. So UVI is on 4, and then the strings are on 2. So we could literally just hit record on these two. And then we can sample them out. So I can go here, render, say 24-bit, 32-bit float by default. And it seems like, I always like how a 32-bit float sounds. It gives you more headroom or more dynamic room, or whatever it says it does. When I feel like when I go to 24-bit, beat number 55 for now. We're gonna go. So you can save it as a multi-instrument. That's what it is, like a multi-instrument where you can layer. Freaking, I can layer up to like 30 different strings. So this is just gonna be low strings 1, 20, 26. Okay. That's our low strings. This is our that's G. So that's strings 3. Let's get rid of that one. Delete. All right, so we got the low and the mellotron. Make that work. Find the sub bass next. I'm gonna have to do those low strings different. Dang, I got 4 hours into this session already, but I started it last night and then I was like messing around making a beat on one of the arrangements, Mellotron, trying to see how much time I'm on it today, which I can tell from the stream. Let me look. What's the stream today? 2 hours? No way. No way I've been at this 2 hours already. It's crazy. Let me turn on the bass. Yeah, because I did the bass notes wrong. So I got to do these bass notes different. Because if I do the low string notes following the main melody, damn. Fuck. when I do the synth bass notes, it's not going to match up. So it's like. Hold on a second. Hold up, hold up. Hello? What up, man? All right, so I'm pretty sure I'm still live. I think I'm still live, right? We still live? Mic check, mic check. Is this stream freezing? Yo, I don't know what's going on. I'm about to have to end this fucking stream.